Alright, so today we're going to show you an arcade that was built, custom built with the ability to play 6 players at the very same time, and it currently has a 32-inch screen on the tabletop and the ability to play 4 people on one side. Plus, it has another head-to-head unit, so you can play across from each other. This machine has the ability to play with the HDMI out to a TV, allowing freeing up the monitor here to be able to play Galaga and Donkey Kong and all the other games head-to-head, while taking this image here and placing it on a wall-mounted TV. So anyway, we put a few little features on this guy. We put some lights. We put some LED lighting. We also put in some lighting that's color changing. So you turn it off or you just change it to different colors there. So that's kind of neat. We have a little button below. We have a little volume knob below, down here, that highes and lowers the volume. And there's a few things. Let's say I'm going to go over a little intro here. Show you what the buttons are for. We have NBA Jam here. So what we're going to do is start this game over, and here's what you do. You actually hold all the buttons down at the same time. The screen will go dark. It'll restart the entire system. You literally hold down all 9 buttons. Alright, so here's the beginning. This is how you start out and jump in. You push the program. Use the yellow button to jump in to the program, and to show you how every one of the joysticks works, I'll show you this guy. It'll adjust keep it in the little green knob there. Here's the player 1, up and down. Player 2, and the player 3 or player 4. So they all you can choose games from any one of these locations. In fact, you could even choose the game. So what you do is in the same location that yellow button is over there in the first player. As long as you push that button, you could make it happen. So there's a bunch of little things that you could jump into. We primarily jump into the games menu, the first one or the second one. What we're going to want to do is show you the one here that we usually use that this machine's built for. This coin op 5, we're going to choose that. We're going to push the yellow button. That's like your enter button. And what that does is that it's going to bring up a menu that has games, all the console games. It's going to say consoles only or arcade games. So what you do then is that you change the consoles with this guy. So it's going to be the top right. You push that, and it goes to arcades. So you push the bottom, this one down here, and it takes you to consoles. So I'm going to push it again so you can see what the difference is. Arcades only, consoles only. So it takes you to like Nintendo 64, all these games over here, cool borders. You can play any one of these games for any one of the consoles, and it tells you what game it's for, what console it's for. It has them all in alphabetical order, so you can go through a ton of games here. It has about 1,943 games, console games on here, so that's kind of cool. The reason for this machine is to be able to play it as a 4-player arcade machine, so you can play NBA Jam and those games 4-player at a time. There aren't really that many systems out there that are valuable to this day that can allow you to play NBA Jam at its full potential, so this is as close as it gets, so it's pretty rad. So again, we're going to go to the consoles, and we're going to look for NBA Jam. And to scroll down fast, you could either go one at a time here by using the joystick, or if you use these bottom buttons, you can actually speed it up a little bit. So you just hold the middle button, it'll scroll all the way down, as far down as you like. So what we're going to do is go to NBA Jams to show you guys the. And this thing has a ton of games. It even has Mario Kart. Okay, so here's the NBA Jam. The only reason we're showing this is because it has the ability to play 4 players at a time. So I'm going to show this guy. Push the start button to enter. Use the yellow button. That's your start or enter. All right. it freezes up for about 10 seconds here, and what it does is that it's loading up. Being that it has so many games readily available, it takes a little time. But once it loads up, I'll go into a little loading screen, and it'll load up just like it did on the Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo. I think this is the Super Nintendo version. If you want to play the 2-player version, it has a little bit better graphics. It's going to be the R Cade version, but that's only a 2-player, so that's the only difference between these two. So we're gonna wait here. Gotta wait for this all to load up. There we are, NBA Jam. So we're gonna get that game going. Push to start. This is like key for every game. It's just the yellow button. And what's funny is you enter with this button, but you play the game with these 3 here. So there's that guy. They all say press start. So that's what we're gonna start doing. I'm gonna start pressing start here. This is player 3, I believe. Oh, gotta press start in the first start a game out. And this is no. So now I'm gonna put the second player. I just pushed the second player button here, and it just shot on number 2. So I'm gonna push this button here, and you're gonna see this side. It says press start. I'm gonna shoot out. So as I press it, it starts out there. So I got player 4 over there. Player 3 is right here. So I'm gonna push that, and player 3 is gonna jump in too. So actually, player 2 is over there still. I guess I chose 3 and 4 here. I'm gonna jump into it in a bit here. Let's see here. There it is. I pressed number 3. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what we did is that number 3 over here, I pressed that guy, and it turned the only one that was left to say press start is going. So now I'm going to show you the movement. Number 1 is number 1 right here. You go up and down. And number 2. Oh crap, I just shot that. I'm going to take player 4 over here. And go get that ball and pass it to player 3. I'm going to use player 3's joystick now. Oh, we got to jump back over here. So yeah, it's kind of the idea is to show you guys that every button is available for every one of the games. So that's pretty cool. That every one of them has a movement. I mean, and it's pretty cool. You go through every one of these guys. This player 2 just ran across. Player 3. There's player 3 out there. Keep an eye on him. So I'm able to control him with the joystick. So really cool. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit of that. Now to jump out of here, all you got to do is hold. This is going to be our coin button right here for arcades and everything else. So what we do is we hold start button and this button at the same time. You just literally got to press them, and it jumps back out to the menu. So I just pressed both of them at the same time, and it's going to go right back to where we were. So you don't have to restart the game or the whole machine. It's just to go back to a game menu. So that's something we could do. There's a few settings you could set. I mean, there's a lot of little things you can do. You could also shut down the system from here. So you push the start button, and you pop up this little menu here. You could jump in and adjust the screen sizes if you like. You could just set up all kinds of cool stuff. You could remove games that you don't like. You could reboot the Xbox from here. You could shut it down. You could do a lot of little things. So there's all kinds of stuff that's inside this machine that's crazy. But that's something we wanted to show you guys. And again, a little walk around. We put a Roston control panel on this guy. Has some custom graphics. Has Indiana Jones here and here. So it's a little full walk around here. It's gonna be crazy. The overall length of this machine is 48 inches wide. It doesn't look that big, but it's pretty darn massive. Its overall depth is 35 inches from the front of the control panel to the back, and it has a 32-inch screen in there that even looks small in there, but it's because of the sheer size of the control panel, it's just a monster. And it sticks out quite a bit, just enough to be able to fit a chair underneath it. In fact, I have a stool right here. So it's a really good size for stool height. It has wheels, so it's easily movable. It weighs about 200 pounds, and it moves fairly easy with the little wheels down below. So it has little caster wheels down there. And here's the little LEDs. These are the ultra brights. So they're pretty cool. It's actually not as bright in person, which is funny. There's not too much shine. You see all that little shine there on the floor. But yeah, so there's that. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what we have on this guy, and man, there's a ton of games to go through. I'm gonna see what else I can show you guys. In fact, I can jump back out. There's a few other things, little menu here. And you can literally go inside any one of these and go into specific game systems. Like you have the Atari, you have the Nintendo, and if you want to go to like each specific game, like these guys, the Commodore, we have the Sega Genesis. We have everything in here that's in there, man. So that's pretty neat. And there's a lot of little stuff. So you go to the back menu.